Well, good morning. This is a morning chat, a real quick chat this morning about how did your day start? I know that, like, for me, at this stage, I'm starting work in the next 30 minutes. I have my first client booked in for 9:30. Now, that doesn't stop me from still getting up in the morning at 7:15. I'm an early riser. I'm a morning person. I've always been a morning person. And that's great. Like, it's just the way I am. But I'm going to share with you this morning that your life is probably way busier than mine. And sometimes when I do these videos, I think about the women that are out there this morning that are rushing all over the place, getting kids ready for school. Then they've got the priority of themselves just to look like it was no bother. Looking like you just turn up for work and nothing happened before you arrived. That's a difficult time. And I remember that time myself so well. Oh my God. And I remember somebody saying to me that didn't actually work. She didn't have a job herself. She wasn't working outside the home. Of course, she was working in the home. And she said, it's fine for you throwing your bag over your shoulder and heading off to work in the morning. But, I really feel it for women that are out there that are working, keeping down full-time jobs, getting children out to school in the morning, keeping the family of origin happy, leaning out into the in-laws, minding the husband, keeping the family ticking over, paying mortgages, and that's not an easy thing, paying the bills. And I know that life isn't, I'm not trying to make it sound miserable, because I do know that there are lots and lots of pleasures and joys in life, but there's a lot of responsibility, isn't there? There's a huge amount of responsibility of being a parent, keeping a job down and being a mother and all that goes with that. And I just want to share this morning that, for me, I'm at the stage in my life when I get up, there's only himself and myself left now. It's a quiet house. And outside of my work with my clients, I have a very, very quiet life, a lot of time to reflect and be who I am now. But I do know your space, though. I do know that place so well. And I often think I would have loved looking back at that time in my life if I had somebody that would have just given me a bit of support along the way and made it sound like it was normal to feel frustrated, to feel under pressure, to feel overwhelmed. It was normal. And for someone to say, maybe you could take a little bit of time for yourself, Kathy, or maybe you could just step into your own shoes and mind you in all of this. Yeah, I want to share that this morning, because sometimes when I'm doing my videos, I just think, look, the house is clean because I left it clean last night going to bed. There's nobody messing it up. And I'm older and I had another time in my life. But by God, do I remember those days. Oh, yes, I really do. Talk to you soon.